What's up, guys? How is it going? Alright, so we've got a couple of, basically me playing around with that garrison trap account that I have. So, basically we caught this guy, and we were able to rand him pretty much on the fly. Again, you know, the beauty of these kind of marches, too, okay, is that when you go out and look for people like that, you don't really quite know what you're going to walk into. In the case of that guy, I mean, it was a pretty quick and easily executed attack. So the guy really didn't have a whole lot of options there. He lost 80,000. Of course, I lost 66,000, right? That looks really bad on the face of it. But it's only cataphracts, and in his case, it's cannoneers. Which is, yeah, about pretty bad, if you ask me. If you lose those cannoneers, that's just terrible. But again, you know, and what part of the reason, like, how this works, right? And again, like, if you're trying to, like, port random, it's really easy to do this a lot of the time. You'll catch guys that got camps like this. So you scout the camp, the first thing they're going to do is pull the camp. If they're going to be clever, they're going to pull that camp thinking, well, he's just going to march on it, and therefore I need to pull it back. So he pulls it back, and then you'll either notice one of two things. You'll either notice that they throw a march again, and this march is supposed to be better. Now, why is this? It's because the march that I sent, he is not paying attention to see what units are in that march. He does not know. And so he's getting the impression that maybe if I put in better troops in that tile, that, well, he just isn't going to catch it. At least that's what he's thinking. But, you know, again, you look around to make sure they're not going at your hive. You make sure that, you know, there's nothing going on. But as you can tell, he basically pulls those troops. And so what we do is we cancel the rally, because we know at this point that we basically have this guy set as our target. Now all we got to do is basically wait until he thinks he's going to trap those troops, and you basically pop, and then you eat. Now you can either that, or you can random. Now in my case, it was almost instantaneous. So the guy loses his troops, and that was basically 100,000 dead tier 3. Nothing to show for it either. The guy immediately after this, I kid you not, shields. Nothing could, you know, expect that. But again, that happens all the time. So again, like this, you know, we check to see what they're sending, and basically, just like, you know, with any other garrison trap guys, just like so, you know, pop an army boost. Now in my case, I was using 50% boost because I didn't really quite know what this guy was sending, so I just wanted to increase the odds, and basically that was a 43,000 drop. You can see that he was using a wedge, and I was using infantry phalanx, so he did know what I was using. Which, you know, is a kind of an unfortunate thing, but he still lost a ton of guards in the process, and so it really doesn't end so badly for me. And again, you know, it's just, you gotta be really careful about any of the kind of targets that you go after, that you always want to keep in mind of what their capacity of decision making is going to be, and sometimes you don't have control over that. So in the case of, like, CM Haha in this case, you know, the first hit is always bad when you send marches on them. They're always bad. They never end well, and frankly, they get disastrous pretty quickly. But, you know, again, I go ahead and, you know, I sent, I realized I ran out of ore, so I ended up having to go back, go get ore, come back, because the guy was AFK, so I knew he was never going to get on in time anyway. So we basically came back. You see, I dropped 24,000 on that hit. There's always going to be a tier 3 drop when you do that. However, basically after this, all we got to do is basically heal, and every hit at this point is basically straight dead. Like, this guy has no chance of being able to recover the losses that he's going to inflict upon himself, basically. So, yeah, if we actually look at this in detail, right? Again, what does he actually lose? He ended up losing about 215,000 troops. Most of those were all tier 3s, and then basically we just send another march, clear them out, and that's pretty much that. I mean, as soon as you send the march, the guy's done for. He's got no chance. And this is a really fun way for a tier 4 player to be able to make use of garrison trapping, normal port random trapping, and also just, you know, doing straight solos and rallies. And again, I make use of these as often as I can. You guys will find more and more stuff like this out there, but the dead is insane. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.